Here with head coach Bobby Barbier. The Demons starting the 2022 season on Friday. And coach, talked to a couple of guys yesterday, and I know they're eager to see someone else, and I'm pretty sure you are too. It's been fun to watch your team enter squad. That's great. It's got to feel a lot better to see what they do against somebody else.
Yeah, it's so difficult to simulate that feeling of playing somebody else. Another dugout. And when you play inter squad, you got two different teams. You got guys on both teams that'll be in your starting lineup. Even when you try to put one lineup together, you'll still have the DH, that needs to play a position on the other team. And it's just so hard to get that feeling, that competitive feeling that we try to emulate. So, but it's going to be great. It's looks like we got a great weekend. Be a little chilly tomorrow night, but other than that, we'll have sun, Saturday and Sunday, and it'll, playing a good quality opponent in Stephen F. And it'll be good for our fans to see this team for the first time. I think that's always important, is that they get a good 3 games set out the gate to come get to know our new guys.
Familiar faces, you mentioned inter-squatting, face each other. Familiar faces you just mentioned coming in this weekend. Yes, Stephen F. is no longer in the Southland, but it's a team you wrapped up your regular season because of weather.
Right.
Your last regular season series last year was against Stephen F. So familiar faces, although they've had some turnover just like everybody else.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've played against those guys. I think 2 to 3 starting pitchers, guys that we saw, probably our last couple games of the year last year. And it's same when they're in, because we'll run out a couple guys that'll be the same guys too. So it's pretty familiar with the teams. It's one. With the negative of these guys, a bunch of teams leaving the conference. One good thing is that we can play some non-conference games with like opponents that are fairly close, to save everybody a little bit of money. So it's good to have these guys and others that'll be on our schedule in the future.
Well, you mentioned those 3 guys you'll run out: Cal Carver, Jonathan Harmon, Drayton Brown. 2 of those, a lot of weekend experience, and the third was a guy who really solidified the back end of your bullpen, especially the last half or 2/3 of last year. So a lot of experience towing the slab for the Demons to start this weekend.
Yeah, you feel comfortable as a coach when you run guys out, whether it's on the mound or that have done it before, that have been through the fire, that you trust. And I think that's one thing you can say about those 3 guys, is we trust all 3 guys. It'll be a little different for Drayton moving into that starter role. We're only able to do that because of guys that have solidified the back end of the game for us. I mean, he was so reliable back there. And his strike thrower that can throw a couple pitches for strikes and has good stuff. So it'll be good to have that trust and that familiarity going with those 3 starters.
Offensively, your one offensive preseason all-conference big, Dante Stewart, back there to anchor the lineup, and key to have him healthy. But also some other guys. Cam Sibley's back to start his 3rd year at shortstop. You've got Larson Fontenot, who really was tremendous the back half. Again, back 2/3 of last year. Another guy, Jeff Elkins, that's got a lot of at-bats under his belt, as well as blending in some newcomers.
Yeah, I think you'll see about half and half, on this opening night. I think you see about half returners, half newcomers. Just excited to see what these new guys can, when the lights come on against another team, it's different. It's just the way it is. Some guys kind of rise to that challenge. Some guys kind of sink in it a little bit and can get in their minds some, but it's good to see which guys are going to be competitive. That's what we're looking for. Which guys are going to come out ready to compete, night in and out, ready to compete when they struggle a little bit. What happens when they have some success or the team has success? How do they show up the next day to work? Whether it's practice or game or whatever. And just understanding that this is, so this is a journey. We're starting this journey tomorrow. We started a long time ago with this group actually, but it's a journey that we have to keep getting better every day on each step of it.
And there's no better place to start the journey than right at home.
That's right.
All right, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you.